I'm a disgruntled Eagles fan, and we're awesome.
Hey guys, this is a awkward angle, but I'm just gonna go with it because it's like I'm telling you guys a story under a secret. So this is a different location. I'm at my dad's house, and we're kind of filming this kind of late. It's about like 8 o'clock, I believe. Still getting over sickness, but I didn't film reactions, and I'm filming off my phone because I forgot my camera. And yes, since I'm at my dad's house, I didn't end up recording reactions, and I just wanted to watch the game and enjoy the game. And boy, oh boy, was it a game! We destroyed the Steelers as we should have. And AJ Brown had 3 total touchdowns, over 150 yards. He had a 40-yard play to end the game. And it was just an amazing sequence. Everyone balled out. The defense is kind of worrying me, even though they only let up 13 points. Their tackling ability is kind of worrying because they're allowing some plays that they shouldn't be allowing. But I think that's more nitpicky, and it's really hard to spot a flaw within this team. I know there are a few flaws still, but I believe that tackling is one of their main struggles, and I would like to see them getting to the quarterback a little bit more. There was no quarterback pressures, and we only had 1 interception and a fumble, which I thought that we would have more interceptions just because of Kenny Pickett. He's had 7 total interceptions so far coming into this game, so I thought our defense or our cornerbacks would be able to tear that apart a lot more. James Bradley had an amazing game. Johnson had an amazing game again. That pickup from the Saints is really working out for us. I think he has four interceptions total this year, which is absurd. James Bradbury is just doing James Bradbury things, and it's not like a Diggs effect where a lot of people are throwing his way and he's getting a lot of interceptions or still not getting what am I trying to say? I mean, it's not like they're giving up a lot of yardage and deep bombs throws like Diggs is. And that's why he has a lot of interceptions, because a lot of people are throwing his way due to him letting big plays go. And it's the actual effect, because it's actually the complete reverse effect of the reason why Johnson has so many interceptions this year. It's because where are you going to throw to on that defense? Like, you can't throw Darius Slay's way. He's big play Slay for a reason. You can't throw James Bradbury's way. Either he's going to get a pass deflection and or tip it up for someone to interception. You can't go through the middle because you got Kaiser Way and you got Edwards in the middle protecting that zone, and you got Johnson pass deflecting, intercepting balls. But this was a really great game. We contained Harris pretty good. He had 1 18-yard run, which was not really that good, but I mean, he's been getting stopped all year, so that's not that big of an accomplishment. But it had to be said. Our offense, Jalen Hurts, the Jalen Hurts haters are silenced once again. They keep saying Jalen Hurts needs to pass more. He's just running the ball too much. He's becoming like a Lamar Jackson. But you know what he did? He got 4 motherfucking touchdown passes. 4 touchdown passes, and I think he had 250 yards. And he just had a game. And I'm not even mad with AJ Brown's last touchdown when he did the unsportsmanlike play against those 2 cornerbacks. That was just plain funny. I know it's kind of unsportsmanlike. Obviously, that's why he got a penalty, and that's why we were penalized as a team, because you can't do that. But I don't know why. But it's just so funny, and I don't know why. But it's like a lot more acceptable when you're on our end. And comparatively to the other end, because I'm sure if we're Steelers fans and AJ Brown did that to us, we would be cursing him out, as we should. But I just thought that was a funny play. Miles Sanders played lights out. He had a touchdown. I forget how many yards he had, but this was an all-around complete team win. Got the defense making huge stops late in the game, stalling the defense. The Steelers were taking such a long time to get down the field that it ended up hurting them, because it ended up just benefiting the Eagles, because it was just draining the clock, which is another benefit. And we bent, but we didn't break, and we allowed 2 field goals and a touchdown, which is really good. Those 3 drives, though, the Steelers had their way getting down the field, which I was a little bit concerned about. But all in all, this was a complete Eagle win. We got the Steelers defense slacking. If they tried to stop the pass, which they couldn't, when they tried focusing on stopping the pass, they would get burnt by the running game, in which we didn't have to utilize the running game until late in the second half when we were kind of stalling clock. And yeah, we were just trying to stall clock. And it's a domination type game when we have the entire offense. I don't know if it was the defense as well, but the entire offense, including offensive linemen, receivers, and Jalen Hurts, all got subbed in for backups 10 minutes into the game, or 10 minutes left in the game, I should say, in the fourth quarter, which is an amazing feat to have. And yeah, rest up those players. It's going to help us in the long run. It's going to preserve their bodies for when playoffs come. That may be speaking a little bit too soon, even though we are likely to be getting into the playoffs at the very least, because we are 7-0 on top of the division. We're currently, good news, we are currently 2 games ahead now officially, because Giants lost, Cowboys keep winning, but I mean, it was thanks to the Bears, so obviously they're going to win. And we're 4 games ahead of Washington, which we're not too worried about Washington, because they're 4-4 right now. But they also did have a last-second comeback against the Colts, and Heineke is something else. He's 2-0 so far this year. This is a fun team to watch, and I'm just excited to watch this team in the future, and we should dominate the Texans. We have to take it one game at a time. And we also proved that we can score in the third and fourth quarter as well, even though it was just a touchdown in each. We didn't need to score. We didn't need to score more than a touchdown in each of those quarters, but we still were able, and we showed that we were able to score in the second half and not just the second quarter. Even though we scored the most points in the second quarter, 14, we still scored 7 points in each quarter, which is really nice because it shows the diversity, and we had complete control over the entirety of the game. The closest it was in the first quarter when the Steelers tied at 7-7. But after that, the Eagles ran away with it, and we had to worry no more. And it's really incredible, too, because they showed a graphic where I forget the exact scoring, but I think Steelers had crazy 108 points that they scored in the entire season, and then they scored, and then right next to it they showed I think it was 112, 120 points the Eagles scored. I don't know if it was including the second quarter. I don't think it was, but we scored about 10, 15 points more just in the second quarter than the Steelers have all season, which is an immaculate feat. And it just shows you how powerful we are in the second quarter, and that we can kind of slow up in the second half and rest our starters, not risking injury. Jordan Davis did end up going out. This is the last thing that I want to comment on. I'm going to end the video, but Jordan Davis did end up walking off the field and getting carted off. We believe it's going to be a high knee sprain, which is about 4 to 6 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks right now. They're doing an MRI either today or tomorrow, so we're going to have a more definite time span on that. So it's not 100% right now, but it's looking like a high ankle sprain, which is not good that he got injured, obviously. We don't ever want any player to get injured at any point in time. But it is good that it's not as serious as we might have thought it to be, because I thought it was going to be a sprain or something. So I'm just happy that we're going to get him late in the second or late in the season, and just when we need him, and to make even more of a playoff push when we get to some of these tougher teams. Yeah, I'm glad that he's not too injured, because it did look bad, but we're still waiting on the MRI, so it could be worse or it could be better, I guess. But yeah, an amazing all. I have a gap in my teeth. Yeah, that's so weird. But yeah, it was a very complete game, and yeah, it's just an exciting time to be an Eagles fan and a Philly fan, a Philadelphia fan, because the Phillies in the World Series, hopefully they can win it out tomorrow. But yeah, thanks for watching.